get better actually.
Okay.
One of the things that Mark and I talked about last night too, that I think is a cool additive to this shot, is that when they do, and by the way, talk about an off-putting shot, even if you don't get it, people will be like, what the hell was that? And so much so, and it's such an interesting shot that when we started talking about it at Penzic and we started doing a little thing, or Dietrich and you and all that, we started to have like people were watching, and people started like break. It was like before the field battle. People started breaking off into other little groups, trying to figure out how to do it while we were doing it. It was like all of Atlanteans trying to figure out how to do it while we were talking about it. So it's kind of cool. But the one thing, there's one really neat shot that I use off this shot. And I'm not a big fan overall of predetermined second shots. I just like one shot at a time. And it might look like a combo, but whatever. So if you want to go ahead and so go ahead and you're going to be a nice BBQ block here. So say the guy's like this, or Martin's, you know, whatever, near the ear hole or whatever. So go ahead and block me out. Ready? Whoa! Because he had to do a really nice block. You have to. You have to block out and out to get it. And what I'll do is, so it's once again hard to do slow. So you come up and over. You're like boom, got it. It rebounds this way, right? So the better fighters, the best fighters, are going to use that and do a small circle. I'm going to steal all the energy. I don't want to dam up a bit of it. I'm going to take it back here, and I'm going to twirl it around here, and then it just drops right in here. And it is gold, because they're up here, and they're like, got it. And the cool thing is, it's they worry about this enough as it is. And there's, you know, some guys are more prone to being open to others. You'll see some guys that'll never be able to block that second shot, because they're like, damn. I mean, you almost have to like, well, the best thing, and I can assure you, all my ex-squires and ex-squires will tell you that the best thing is just don't be in range for it, because it's super hard to block. So they'll just refuse me the range.
So when you do that, do you finish shield with your shield?
Well, I do. I actually, I'm a big fan of the what I call the shield massage. You don't actually have to, because what happened is, it's not uncommon, since as Kern showed you more dramatically, it's not uncommon that you can actually slide to this way a little bit, because you're trying to kill some energy. You just kill this energy with this. So there's two. The answer is twofold. So go ahead and block up. So I don't have to there. Sorry, it's not hurting you. Is that why I make sure? Okay, good. So you can come right down and into that again. It's really fast. But I'm a big fan of the shield massage. I'm not a very, you know, big movement kind of guy. So it's not uncommon if I can go boom here. I will just do this, and mostly I just don't want him to close his shield. So as long as it's open, I don't need it to be over here, right? I just need it to be not in my way, and I would prefer it to be as minimal as possible, because I've had plenty of guys come up to me, because I'm just very minimal about stuff, my blocks and this. I've had plenty of guys that said, "How do you keep hitting me in the side?" And I'm like, "I shield hooked." They're like, "No, you didn't shield hook me." I said, "Exactly."
Just a little bit.
Exactly.
So basically, it's just a touch.
Yeah. And at times, if I'm doing it just by itself, which I like to go for the slot shot, which again, additive stuff to your. If you can put two things together, it makes more than some of those parts. I'll do this, boom. I'll just do this. Now I'll just do this, just so he can't close it, because I know I got plenty of room in here. Why make him try to do this? Make a big old movement. He pushes against it, blocks me out, hits me inside the hip, or chops him down, which is what one of my ex-squires does all the damn time. I don't ever throw a shot at him anymore, because he sees it coming, and I'll do that to him. He'll dig into me and just club me in the neck.
And for those of you who like to throw the shield hooks, and there are quite a few, you know, this is not that class, but it's worth pointing out again what he said, that that particular thing works with the shield hook, because in this case he is shield hooking not to put his opponent's shield somewhere, but to keep it out of a particular position.
Keep it
Which
in the
is-
same place.
Yeah, I don't need you to be here. I need you to not be here. And it all, once you get doing just enough shield hook to make sure your shield is not here, that's it. And it's a subtlety of shield hooking that is a difference between upper level guys that do that and guys that are not that.
Sometimes you don't even make contact. You just put it in the way.
Oh, yeah.
So that
I
when
just
they come
need
to
enough
come
for you to not
across,
be in my way.
Yeah.
That was a very key phrase
Yeah.
and a very key way to do it. I just need enough. I don't need it to be over here and get myself out of position with a big shield hook. I just need enough.
And to be honest, when I'm training a newer guy or squire to learn how to do the offside, which is a more advanced move, but what I actually do, the drill we do is just to get the feel for it. It's slot shot, drag yourself in with the return. So what you're doing, meeting it halfway, right? Your return is twice as fast now. So and that's true for a lot of stuff, by the way. So slot shot, return, and almost because our shields are a little farther out typically. Slot shot, return. I will reach with my shield and almost pull myself in with this contact. So it's that minimal. It's not quite. I'm sure our shield edge is not catching, but it almost does feel like I'm like, bring me in. Boom. So I didn't even want it to go over there. I don't want it. Because here's the problem is, what's the problem with that?
It's hard to throw a shot.
And I got a big shield, so I'm going to do this, and look. Now I can pass my my hand between the open zone, drop it in. So we've gotten a fall. We've kind of free association to the other stuff, but yeah, it's cool. I mean, it's different stuff, and that's not groundbreaking stuff, but it's the way we like to do it, at least, or I like to do it. So once again, we probably we have some blue tape, some blue foam. My recommendation is I think everyone should pair off with somebody about the same height and I think that I would work it like you said. You can do this. You can be the guy that does this if you want to. It's just too stupidly easy to get around this one. It really is almost too easy. You can only start that way. A-frames are a little harder, but still not that hard. Try them both of you, and if you want to give me a hand because you've seen it more than anybody else has. If you guys want to come around, that'd be great. And just sort of tape. But you don't have to tape your helmet if you don't want to. So my recommendation, if you want to do enough of these drills, that you're probably going to wish you had, because it hits you straight in the ear hole. All right, cool. Get yourself on. All right.